From modest beginnings, Pick's peanut butter has grown into a large commercial operation, processing 3,000 tonnes of peanuts annually into over 6 million jars of peanut butter. The award-winning company has created a popular tourist destination and is about to open a food processing development hub for local producers and innovators.
Back in 2007, Pick started, he was losing his eyesight. He's legally blind and has a guide dog called Fido. Back then he had a sailing school and a laundromat. Had to give them both up because of his eyesight. Wasn't quite prepared to retire, so in the end he decided he'd be making sort of a bit of peanut butter. He remembered his mum and auntie making it years ago, and he thought, hey, I could start selling this at the local market. Fast forward 11 years and we're now New Zealand's #1 peanut butter, and we export to 14 different countries. When we talk about Pick's peanut butter, it's always intrinsically linked to Nelson. It's our home, they're our biggest supporters, they go out and tell the world about us, it brings people to market, so Nelson is a beautiful place to come visit, so we're getting tourists through, which has then led us to export.
I want to say a big thank you guys for coming.
I think Pick has this line that he says, if we were on an industrial estate in Penrose, no one would give a toot about us. Here, Nelsonians are really proud, and I love when I travel a lot, and I'm in market, doing a food show or something, and I meet someone from Nelson, and they're like, oh my God, there's Pigs, you're from Nelson, yay! So it's that enthusiasm, that's really what's got us around the world. Peanut butter, our hero product, we have crunchy and smooth, different SKU sizes. We bottle peanut oil, which uses the same peanuts as our peanut butter. We've got a boysenberry jelly made from boysenberries grown 5 kilometres from our factory. And then we've got an almond and cashew butter. And then our little secret favourite is little sachets of smooth peanut butter for on the go.
Our process of making peanut butter is relatively simple. We receive peanuts in 20-foot containers from Australia. We devan them on site in 800-kilo bulk bags. From there we move them into the factory, hang them up on a hoist where we vacuum convey them into our roaster. So a roaster is a flatbed, continuous conveyor roaster. We feed it with 2 fans and it's electric. We roast for approximately 20 minutes and we go through a cooling chamber following that and cool the nuts down to ambient. From there we convey them via a vacuum conveyor again into our storage vessels where we feed our grinding machines. We grind peanut butter through 2 separate lines. We can feed 2 of our 4 lines at a time. From there we pump to the filler. We run a 4-head automatic filler on 2 lines, and we fill jars automatically and then convey them down the line for capping and packing. Our product is 99.5% peanuts, the other 0.5% being salt. Unless of course you bought the no salt variety, in which case we're 100% peanut. We currently are doing some other products, so we're doing almond and cashew butters, and we run those in a separate facility within this building to avoid allergen contamination.
So we source the almonds from Australia, where the cashews come from Vietnam.
Our current production volume is approximately 26,380 gram jars per day. That's going to increase over the next year to approximately 30,000 jars. Percentage of our product consumed locally is very close to 50%, and the remainder is exported, mainly to Australia, China and the United Kingdom. So I started at Pick's about 7 years ago. We had 1 factory at that time. We ran very small tours once or twice a day. We've since expanded, in between times to another factory, and Pick had his sights set on something bigger. So we eventually ended up here in grand opening February last year. We're running now 4 tours a day of approximately 40 people.
Then we've got around about 20 staff working at the moment, working on line 1 and line 3.
So being on show for the tour is obviously a big part of what we do. One of our prime purposes is creating community with food, and for us at Pick's, that's really important. So having the tours here and having the opportunity to interact with the public coming through is really important, and the staff relish it. So in the future, we've got a bit of growth plan this year and a new product or 2 coming into market. We've got capacity here to do 2 or 3 times the volume we're currently doing. So we're looking to grow that over the next 5 years, and the future for Pix is good.
Winning awards and Pix peanut butter seem to go hand in hand, which we take very humbly, of course, but at the same time we're super proud about it. We've, right back at the start, 2010 I think, Cuisine Artisan Products gave us our first award, and just recently we won Food Safety Culture, which was the New Zealand Food Awards. I mean, that is massive, because it's not just that we've got a QC and it's the production team who oversee quality. I sit on the food safety board and sort of am the voice of the consumer. So the feedback we get from our customers goes back into our quality controls. So it really demonstrates that throughout the company, we take that really seriously. But we've got won Taste Awards from the UK, Free From Awards. It's, amazing. We've got a heaving shelf with awards and trophies.
That's way too sweet.
I think it's too sweet, but I think that's got the better flavour. Pick is an incredible guy. So literally the day we opened Peanut Butter World, he announced the Food Factory. And it's a concept that he's been thinking about for quite some time. In the 70s, he worked in a really collaborative, cooperative workshop in Parnell. And he really loved that vibe of people helping each other out. It didn't matter what they were producing. There was sort of, the smoko break came and they all sort of sat down and shared problems and helped each other. And I think that's sort of really driven that side of it, teaming up with sort of providing something for Top of the South, where as a food incubator, where people can really get new products off the ground. And the idea is that we'll have these people coming in, there's 4 kitchens, they can come in and sort of just test their products and take it to market. And we've got a beautiful supply chain from sort of testing their product and building the process to selling it in the peanut butter world and taste testing it and selling it at the local market.
Thanks, New Zealand On Air.